$8.20. So there was only 2 under double figures before. Now there's 3, as there's a bit of support for number 8, Go Quo. Right on starting time, race 1 on the Queanbeyan program today. A good track. Here's Tony Campbell.
Now waiting on Notre Cheval to move along. And the favourite Untrue is still out. And also My Raj. The replacement rider in the first race, number 10, Shadow Fire. Jamie Whitney replaced Grant McCarthy. Jamie Whitney, the only riding change all day so far. Jamie Whitney, the new rider on 10, Shadow Fire in this race. 1,200 metres, and as I said, it's a beautiful day. Little breeze, a pleasant 17, 18 degrees temperature. Now Notre Cheval giving a bit of trouble. Untrue is still out of line. And also My Raj. It's to move along as well. This is the Hills Music Queanbeyan Maiden Handicap Entires and Geldings. Over the 1,200 metre course. Now Untrue, the favourite. Pulling away from the line. The rider of Notre Cheval is dismounted. Now it looks as though Untrue's gone in. Very busy day of racing right around Australia today. $1.40 the favourite on the NSWTAB. $1.40 Untrue. Yes, a very busy day for all the coordinators in the studios right around Australia. So I hope we can run on time. Now waiting on Notre Cheval. Now My Raj about to move along. Queanbeyan's in the stalls. Shadow Fire down towards the inside stands up. Broadlock. But Notre Cheval in a very stubborn mood over there behind the line. Not having much success at all with Notre Cheval. It's the one out of the stalls. All the other runners are standing up well. The favourite Untrue's gone in. Untrue is trained down at Maruya by Wayne Davey. Rolly Saxton, he's got a very good book of rides here today, Rolly. And he's been riding winner after winner over the past few weeks. Another effort made. They've almost got Notre Cheval in. They have, in fact. So Tina Lawler about to remount. Tina Lawler riding Notre Cheval. Now the line is set. Starter coming round to release the field. First of 9. Shadow Fire, the inside runner, stands up. Now the starter reaches his aluminium ladder. And we'll have a start very, very shortly. Here they go. Queanbeyan, My Raj settles down. Starter having a final look over the line. Couple of attendants lending a hand to one of the runners in the centre of the stalls. Starter still looking at something across there. Notre Cheval settles down. Oh, there's one out of the stalls now. They've taken number 8 out. Number 8 has been taken out. That's Go Quo. Go Quo has been backed out of the stalls. And looks as though it's going straight back in. So Go Quo back in the stalls now. Trained on the track here by Never Late. His son Jamie is the rider. Now just waiting on Go Quo to settle down again. Couple of nervous customers in this first race. Now the starter goes up. And away they go now. Bolger Avenue was slowly out of the stalls as last when they hit the ground. Untrue. Ridden for speed as the leader, followed then by Notre Cheval. Prominent, followed then by Go Quo. Now Shadow Fire getting up along the inside is gaining a bit of ground, followed further back in the field. Then My Raj followed in behind those Queanbeyan. Broadlock getting well back, followed by Dancing Off and Bolger Avenue at the tail of the field. On settling down, they've got about 800 metres to go and Go Quo leads now. It's Go Quo drawing out a length and 3/4 in front of Untrue, followed then by My Raj third. Notre Cheval is fourth on the inside. A break of a length and a half then Queanbeyan. Going up 3 wide was Broadlock, followed then by Shadow Fire. Dancing Off a second last, and 2 behind those at the tail of the field was Bolger Avenue. Up towards the turn. Race 1 Queanbeyan. They've got about 500 to go, and the leader was Go Quo. Here's Untrue looming up on the outside. Looks to be doing it pretty well. They've dashed right away from Notre Cheval, followed further back in the field Queanbeyan. Going wide was Broadlock, followed further back behind those in the field. Dancing Off down towards the 200. Untrue under the whip as the leader. Battling battling on was Go-Quo, followed further back to Queanbeyan, and not Rochevelle down towards the inside, but the favourite Untrue raced away, hands and heels to the line by Rolly Saxton, and Untrue wins it very easily indeed. He's down on the line. Untrue first, Queanbeyan second, not Rochevelle third. In behind those Go-Quo, followed by Dancing Off and Broadlock. Back behind those Shadow Fire, followed by Mirage, and Bulger Avenue last across the line.
Well, the favourite got in to make the bulk of punters happy. Untrue, ridden by Rolly Saxon, paying $1.50 and $1.04. Second was number 9, Queanbeyan, which has paid a place dividend of $3.90. And third, number 3, Notre Cheval, at $7.20. So even though the favourite has won, it might be a fair sort of a trifecta on the first at Queanbeyan. The numbers 1, 9 and 3, and the favourite 2 good.
And All Maiden Handicap. Fillies and mares of 1,000 metres. Apollo's Best about to be led along. Slippery Spy is still out. The rider dismounting from Slippery Spy, John Scoss. It's the favourite on the tote in NSW, number 12, Slippery Spy at 462.10. Second pick is Love Apple, 470 for the winner, $1.70 for the place. Now waiting on Royal Imperialist to move along, and also Betrays out of line. Slippery Spy rideless, first race of the day, taken out by the favourite. Number 1, Untrue, Rolly Saxton, beating 9, Queanbeyan, Gary Buchanan, and Notre Cheval third, the rider Tina Lawler. The winner scored easily, 3.5 lengths by 3/4, and 1:11.64 was the time. Now, Russian Cousin still out of line, Slippery Spy, Royal Imperialist, and Betray. Betray having its first start, I believe. It's trained by Mick Petrovic, and Mick, of course, has got that very good gallop at Kingston Shores racing at Rosehill tomorrow, and he's very, very confident. Kingston Shores getting set for the Qantas Canberra Cup, which is only about 4 and a bit weeks away from now. And Kingston Shores, a very smart galloper, trained on the track here at Queanbeyan. As is Ken Quest. It's another one that's heading towards the Canberra Cup. Ken Quest trained by Never Late. So a good, strong local representation in this year's Canberra Cup. Well, Slippery Spy is giving a lot of trouble over there. Goes up now. Here they go. Set. And racing. Faraway Heart was slowly away, and Wind Taught didn't jump all that well. And the grey Slippery Spy down towards the inside is showing speed. Royal Imperialist out wide is going up, and Love Apple in that group, followed by Pensiamo. Off the track, Betray followed further back than Apollo's Best. Wind Taught is gaining ground, followed then by Faraway Heart, Russian Cousin, and Cosmetic Soul at the tail of the field. They're fairly tightly bunched as they race inside the 600-metre mark, where down towards the inside, Love Apple and North Side of the leaders. Out very wide was Royal Imperialist, followed by Apollo's Best going up wide. Pensiamo parked in behind that group, followed by Russian Cousin. Slippery Spires back along the inside, waiting for the cutaway. Further back then, Wind Taught. And along break, Faraway Heart, followed by Betray. Into the straight, down towards the 200, and Love Apple has kicked away with a handy lead. It's Love Apple well clear inside the 200. North Side battling on, followed by Pensiamo. Slippery Spy can't win from there, but it's all Love Apple. She's racing away, and Love Apple eased down on the line, and Love Apple, ridden by Jamie Whitney, wins it well. Now second, Pensiamo, North Side third, then Wind Taught, followed by Slippery Spy, never a chance. Back behind those, Russian Cousin, Faraway Heart, Royal Imperialist, Betray, followed by Cosmetic Soul, and Apollo's Best was one of the last across the line. Oh, it's bolted in, Love Apple, trained on the track here by Amanda Langlard, Jamie Whitney, and races in for those people that were back in the Todman colours.
Love Apple, the winner at $4.20, $1.50 there in New South Wales. Jay Whitney in the saddle, and it went on and beat number 10 Pensiamo and 5 Northside. It'll be 2.10.5 there after race number 2 from Queanbeyan. As they hit the line there, $4.20, $1.50, even money back for number 10 and $2.50, and that horse just being eased up over the line. Now,
for the very best in racing excitement, make your way to the nation's capital, to the ACT Racing Club Canberra Racecourse. See the thundering thoroughbreds take flight at one of Australia's finest racetracks, and take your chance to back a winner. It's all here, the colour, the excitement and the energy of first-class racing. Make your next day at the races an event. The ACT Racing Club Canberra Racecourse.
Yep, that'll be a beauty. The Miss Australia Quest Day there at Canberra. And race number 3 at Queanbeyan comes up. 5.70 leading hand, 3.40 for My Cavalier, River Brigade 7.60, 2.10 Seattle Surf, Sylvania Boy 19, Berrigora Boy 43 and Oak Road at $42 for the third race at Queanbeyan. Yeah, the track looks in magnificent order there at Queanbeyan as well. Now let's have a look at Naya race 1, 460 for Pocket as we take you to Tony with Seattle Surf at even money, the favourite.
Thanks, Nick. Moving in well. Good support on the tote for Seattle Surf here. It's into favourite now, $2, $1.40. Second favourite, My Cavalier, $3.31.90. Now they're moving in well, 1,600 metres. My Cavalier goes up. Oak Road, waiting on Berrigora Boy and River Brigade, 2 to move along. Sylvania Boy down towards the inside stands up. It's the Capital Carpet Class 4 handicap. And very good support on track on the tote for Seattle Surf. Now they're all in, the line is set. Start about to go up onto his bladder to release the field. Good betting race this. And away they go. Sylvania Boy got away well and leading hand. And Seattle Surf is prominent. He's back a bit now, followed by River Brigade, My Cavalier, Oak Road off the track and Berrigora Boy. Not much speed on. Nobody's all that keen to lead as they settle down and race up the side. Inside the 1,400 and down towards the inside. Leading hand is the leader pulling. Oak Road goes up 3 wide. River Brigade between that pair not too far away. A break of about 3 at football behind those. Sylvania Boy. Then Berrigora Boy followed by My Cavalier, and Seattle Surf is at the tail of the field as they race down the back of the track. They've got about 1,100 metres to go. Oak Road raced away with a handy lead. Inside the 1,000, Oak Road out about 5 or 6 in front. River Brigade is second, followed then by Leading Hand third on the inside. A further break of about 4, Sylvania Boy. A length behind those, Berrigora Boy, followed by the 2 favourites, My Cavalier and Seattle Surf at the tail of the field as they race down the back up towards the 600 metre mark. They race, and this leader Oak Road has got them strewn out. Oak Road's a big leader out about 6 lengths in front, followed then by Leading Hand. Up on its outside, River Brigade, a break behind those in the field. Then came Sylvania Boy. These favourites will have to get a move on. It's Seattle Surf down towards the inside, My Cavalier and Berrigora Boy last. But as they swing up towards the turn, can this leader keep going? 300 metres to go. It went wide. Oak Road down towards the inside. Leading Hand is running on. Back behind those, Seattle Surf under the whip is making ground. And the next one was Sylvania Boy, followed further back in the field, My Cavalier. But as they race inside the 200, it's Leading Hand down towards the inside. The leader battling away in second place, Sylvania Boy, but Leading Hand draws clear near the line, and Leading Hand is a mile too good. Leading Hand first, Sylvania Boy second. Now Seattle Surf third, followed further back in the field. Then Oak Road, followed then by My Cavalier, Berrigora Boy, and River Brigade was last of all. By geez, they went in that in the middle stages. Leading Hand is the winner, ridden by Paul Rowe, one of Wayne Davies' 2 runners in the race. Leading Hand, number 1, Paul Rowe, trained by Wayne Davey at Maruya. A bay gelding 5 by Table Limit out of Inside Connection. Has now had 31 starts, 5 wins, 3 seconds and 2 thirds. Well, it raced at Canberra last Sunday and it finished last in a field of 5. Finished 5th in a field of 5 at Canberra last Sunday. Admittedly, it was on a heavy track, so it's appreciated the better track here today. Now, the second place getter will go to the old grey, Sylvania Boy, John Nesbitt. It's a 7-year-old gelding by What a Guest out of Salishan, Darryl Rolfe, and Seattle Surf third. Well, those back markers, Seattle Surf and My Cavalier, they were giving the leaders far too much start. Leading Hand, the winner, 5.10 and 2.40. Sylvania Boy, $8 even, and insufficient starters for a third dividend for number 4, Seattle Surf. 1, 5 and 4 were the numbers. Now the time, interesting, the time for that race, 1:37.26. 1:37.26, the class record, 1:35.89. But Oak Road, he got out with a big lead in the initial stages. Now the 4th place getter was number 7, Oak Road, and number 2 finished 5th, My Cavalier. So the numbers are 1:54, 1:37.26 more shortly.
Good on you. Thanks very much, Tony. 60 for race 4 at Queanbeyan. Right, let's take it to Tony Campbell now as they move in for race number 4.
Moving in well. Thank you, Nick. Now, Sislant about to move along. 5 running, but by gee, it's an interesting race, this one. Royal Warrior, a winner at Canberra on a heavy track last Sunday, moves along. Sislant was a close second here. Its last start behind down in Monterey. He's a good bloke. Was beaten in the Cowra Cup on Monday, backing up today. Val Dupree looks particularly well. Now, Val Dupree about to move along. That will leave He's a Good Bloke, the last one. Ballroom Blitz. Royal Warrior, Sislant. Over there at the 1,600 metres for the 12.06 Canberra 2CC Cup. Line is almost set now. Just waiting on He's a Good Bloke to move along as the starter moves around towards his ladder to release the field. Val de Priest very quietly in the stalls, as is Sir Slant. Now they're all in, boxed and ready. They're under starters' orders. Stand by for a start. Gates open, a good level start. Ballroom Blitz down towards the inside. Royal Warrior, Val de Priest is going around them looking for the lead. Taken on soon after by He's a Good Bloke as they sort themselves out and settle down and race towards the side of the track. Now He's a Good Bloke in its customary role is the leader. Out about 5 in front of Val de Priest, about 5 or 6 off in third Sir Slant. Followed then by Royal Warrior and Ballroom Blitz at the tail of the field. Racing up the side towards the back inside the 1200 metre mark and lobbing along. The leader was He's a Good Bloke about 3 in front. Settling down well, Val de Priest in second place, about 4 behind those Royal Warrior. Now Ballroom Blitz is moving around the outside of Royal Warrior, and about 2 then Sir Slant at the tail of the field as they race down the back. 900 metres to go on the cup, and the leader was He's a Good Bloke. Not getting too far away today, a length and 3/4 in front of Val de Priest. Now Ballroom Blitz is pulling, keen to go a little bit quicker, followed by Royal Warrior, and 2 behind those Sir Slant is last in the field of 5 as they race up in the direction now of the 600 metre mark, and little change in the order. He's a Good Bloke, but Val de Priest getting closer on the outside. In behind those Ballroom Blitzers running on, further back behind those Royal Warrior, and about 2.5 to 3 at the tail of the field was Sir Slant as they race up towards the turn, 500 metres out, and still the leader, He's a Good Bloke, Val de Priest, out 3 wide. Ballroom Blitzers putting in a run, followed by Royal Warrior, and Sir Slant last into the straight, homeward bound. They've got about 300 to go. He's got to go for the whip on He's a Good Bloke. Val de Priest in the centres trying hard. Ballroom Blitz on the outside. It's Val de Priest joining He's a Good Bloke on the outside. Ballroom Blitz is trying hard, but Val de Priest drew clear near the line, and Val de Priest's too good. Val de Priest wins the cup. Now He's a Good Bloke, I think, held on for second. Now maybe Royal Warrior third, Sir Slant out wide, and in between that group of horses, Ballroom Blitz. Good ride by Johnny Scorse, riding in great form. Number 2, Val de Priest. Jay Scorse taking out the 12.06 Canberra 2CC Cup. Trained by Barbara Joseph at Bombala. A bay gelding 7, Victory Prince de Valois, as raced by P.H. Joseph, Dr. W.B. Harding, Dr. G.S. Vaughan, Mrs. E. Levy, and Mrs. N.L. Tarrant. It's 2 and a photo. Now the time for the race, 1:38.87. 1:38.87. The race record, 1:35.5. So it's 2 the winner, Val de Priest. I think you'll find, or it's maybe He's a Good Bloke held on. I think Royal Warrior will get third. But look at that, there were 5 runners. And if you take the winner, Val de Priest, out of it, there's about a half head between the other 4. Val de Priest, $2.20 for the winner, $1.20 for the place. Now He's a Good Bloke, $2.20. And the judge calls for the photo for third, but there's no third dividend anyhow. But the winner, Val de Priest. Maybe, well, it's definitely number 2. I think number 1, He's a Good Bloke, held on for second, the rider Greg Farrer. And number 3, Royal Warrior Michael Johnston. Third, we'll have more from Queanbeyan in just a moment.
Good
To move in, Semi-Fear and Can Wonder. Handmaiden stands up towards the inside of the line. Promising Lad, Chartbuster, Thinking Rich, Power Lover, Sovereign and More. Now Can Wonder goes up. 1 to move in. This is race 5 of 9. Don't forget that big meeting at Mudgee this Wednesday, Mudgee Wednesday, next Wednesday, and the following Friday is Goulburn. 2 big tap meetings. Now Semi-Fear goes up towards the outside of the line. So they're boxed and ready. The inside runner, Handmaiden, Promising Lad stands up, Chartbuster. Power Lover moving around a bit. Starter reaches his aluminium ladder. So they're under starters' orders now here at Queanbeyan. Power Lover moving around a bit in the centre. And away they go. That was a good level start. Handmaiden down towards the inside. Ridden hard for the lead early. Chartbuster's up running second. Now there's Can Wonder burning around the field looking for the lead. Off the track but gaining ground was Semi-Fear into a prominent position, followed by Sovereign and More. Now Power Lover dropping back to third last, followed by Thinking Rich second last, and Promising Lad at the tail of the field as they race up the side towards the back. They've got about 1,200 to go, a little bit more, and Can Wonder leads. 2 in second place was Handmaiden settling down. 3 off in third, Semi-Fear going well, followed by Sovereign and More. Down towards the inside, Chartbuster, a further break behind those Power Lover as they commence the run down the back. Thinking Rich is second last on the outside. At a length and a quarter then, Promising Lad at the tail of the field. In the back straight inside the 1,000. And Can Wonder lobbing along about 2.5 in front. Now down towards the inside, Semi-Fear is gaining ground. Further back behind those Handmaiden. A break in the field as they race inside the 800 there. Down towards the inside was Chartbuster. Sovereign Amour's on its outside. Power Lover gaining ground slowly further back in the field. Thinking Rich is still back second last. And Promising Lad at the tail of the field. Up the side towards the turn. Little change in the order. Can Wonder leads. Semi Fair is running on stoutly on the outside now, followed by Handmaiden. Sovereign Amour down towards the inside. A break behind those Chartbuster. Well back on the point of the turn. Power Lover followed by Thinking Rich. And Promising Lad into the straight though. And Semi Fair has darted away. Semi Fair kicked well clear down towards the 200. Can Wonder second, followed then by Power Lover into the clear, but I'd say it may be too late. It's Semi Fair well clear, running on fairly well now as Power Lover, but it's all Semi Fair, and Semi Fair races away from most impressive win. Semi Fair first, Power Lover second, Promising Lad third, Chartbuster fourth. In behind those Sovereign Amour, followed further back in the field, then Can Wonder, Thinking Rich, Never a Chance, and Handmaiden last. Another win to Rolly Saxton. Number 2, Semi Fair, trained on the track in a double to trainer Amanda Langlar too. Amanda Langlar won the second race of the day with Love Apple. Number 2, Semi Fair, Rolly Saxton the winner. 1 will get second, Power Lover, the rider Danny Duggan, and 7, Promising Lad third, the rider John Nesbitt. But a very good win to Semi Fair. Was shaken up coming towards the turn. There's a chestnut mare 4 by Semi Palatinsk out of Ferrajam.
Okay, well, there it is, 217 over the line on race number 5 at Queanbeyan. All right, now let's have a look at what's happening at 9. Got horses like Holy Roller, that big type Holy Roller. Ravada's also in the Theo Marks with Unison. Lusty's Bankers going up against the heavyweights tomorrow for Shane Dye. It's going to be a great race. More about racing tomorrow in a moment, but Queanbeyan's almost set for race number 6. Now, there's a protest at Traralgon. It's second against first there. Take note, 1 against 2. Alleged interference in the straight the first time. Let's take it to Queanbeyan. Now, here's Tony.
1 out. Thanks, Nick. Now, Breakfast Beach goes up. Boxed and ready, race 6. Starter coming around to release the field. Space Prince the favourite. Now they're set, boxed, starter goes up. 1,000 metres and away they go, a good level start. Snake Gully Lane and Breakfast Beach got away well. Skippily Brown, here's a great charge now. Space Princess burning through. Down towards the inside, Show Queen, followed by Big Time. Getting back was Bayview. And Chinkay at the tail of the field on, settling down, racing down the back and the favourite. Space Prince leads a half a length. Skippily Brown on the outside. Show Queen is third, followed by Big Time, and then Breakfast Beach and Snake Gully Lane going up wide. Chinkay there tightly punched as they raced up towards the turn, and Bayview a length at the tail of the field. On towards the turn, 500 out, and Space Prince is doing it well. A half a length in front of Skippily Brown, moving up on the outside. In behind those, Show Queen, followed then by Snake Gully Lane, and further back in the field, Breakfast Beach dropping out of it. And back behind those then, Big Time. In the straight down towards the 200, Space Prince is the leader. Skippily Brown on the outside is trying hard. They're clear, but it's Space Prince giving plenty. Skippily Brown plugging away, but Space Prince is too good. A very, very promising galloper. Space Prince far too good. Skippily Brown second, now third, Show Queen. In behind those in the field, Chinkay, then Snake Gully Lane, Bayview. Big Time and Breakfast Beach was last. Far too good. Very promising, Space Prince. That's 5 starts now for 4 wins. By Bay Gelding 3, Opera Prince, Empire Love. Trained on the track by Never Late. And ridden by his son Jamie, raced by Mrs. BG, that's Barbara, the mother of Jamie. And also the husband of Neville, or the wife of Neville, of course, KG O'Leary, KH Rosenberg and W. Dimoff. So Barbara Late, KG O'Leary, KH Rosenberg and W. Dimoff, a real family affair. Neville Late, the trainer, Jamie Late, the winning rider. He got to the line very well. Will win more races, this fellow, Space Prince. Now, second, Skippily Brown tried to apply the pressure, but Space Prince left Skippily Brown in his wake in the run to the home finish. Now, Space Prince, 170 for the win, 104 for the place. 6, Skippily Brown, $1.70. 5, Show Queen, $2.20. Now, this time will be interesting. 58.12. The time for the race, 58.12. But eased right down on the line, and we'll have more from Queanbeyan after race 6 in a moment.
Okay, good on you. Thank you. News at around 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Meantime, they're moving in quite well for our next racing event, live race 7 at Queanbeyan.
All in race 7. 1460 metres the journey. Good betting race, fairly open. French Rave, the inside runner, Milway, Nonda Pride, Line Pack, Mighty Star. And away they go. Lady out wide was a bit slow to move. French Rave ridden hard is looking for the lead. Mighty Star goes around the field. Then Millway followed by Line Pack taking up a position. Caught wide early was our Molokai. In behind those our Moore on the inside of Lady. Back behind those Nonda Pride, who's keen to go a little bit faster. A break behind those as they race towards the back Bavian. And last of all was Suffrage in the back stretch as they race down towards the 1,000. There's a fair turn of speed on. Mighty Star leads, 2 in front. French Rave is second, followed by our Molokai moving to third. Line Pack is fourth. Off the track Lady between runners there was our Moore further back in the field. Then Millway followed then by Bavian back third last. Nonda Pride is second last and Suffrage at the tail of the field as they race up towards the 600 towards the turn. Mighty Star making every post a winner. 2.5 in front. French Rave is second. Line Pack saving ground on the inside. Our Molokai is fourth. A length and a half behind those then our Moore. A break then Millway followed further back then Lady. The next one was Nonda Pride well back. Bavian is back third last and last as they race up towards the turn. Suffrage around the turn and Mighty Star the leader. French Rave moves up on the outside lurking behind those. Line Pack followed by our Molokai under the whip and the next one was our Moore further back behind those. Nonda Pride coming down the outside at the 200 and bursting through. Line Pack has raced to the lead. French Raven now. Nonda Pride is coming very, very quickly. It's Line Pack the leader, but Nonda Pride out wide as the one. It's Nonda Pride just in front near the line and a good effort. Nonda Pride first. Bavian may have got second just in front of Line Pack. In behind those then our Moore French Rave. Further back in the field Suffrage followed by Mighty Star, Millway, Lady and our Molokai, one of the last across the line. Well, it's come from a mile back on the turn, Nonda Pride. Another win to Rolly Saxton. If you were on it coming towards the turn, you would have been feeling a little bit nervous. But Nonda Pride, Rolly Saxton. Now number 6, Bavian, I think out wide has flashed up for second. And Line Pack was given a beautiful run, but just failed over the last few metres. Yes, Bavian will get second and Line Pack third. So it's Nonda Pride, Rolly Saxton beating Bavian, ridden by Lee Lunn. And third, Line Pack, John Scourse. Nonda Pride on the tote, $4.90, $1.80. Bavian, $2.40. Line Pack, $1.50. In a very competitive race, Nonda Pride is trained at Maruya by Rada Bolgen. And I believe that's a winning treble to Rolly Saxton. Nonda Pride, a bay gelding 4, no alcoholic out of Valencia. Raced by Miss M. Bolgen, F.W. Butler, P. Sorrentino, and Miss R. Ricapiro. And it won very well indeed. I gave it no chance at all coming towards the turn. Now number 6 Bavian second. It was a mile back as well. It was back with the winner. But the leaders went pretty quickly, so the race was suited for the back markers. And number 3 third, Line Pack, John Scourse, trained by Barbara Joseph. Now the numbers are official. 163, 128 was the time. 128 the class record, 125.53. So after the running of race 7 at Queanbeyan, the numbers are 163, 128 the time. We'll have more in just a moment.
This would be Rolly's best day for a long time. Rolly Saxton, good on him too. He's got 2 more rides to go. He could ride 6 there out of 9, which would be just a great performance from Rolly Saxton. And Matt Browning spoke to Rolly last Sunday at Canberra, and he's a jockey that's been around for a long time as Rolly, but he's really just on a crest of a winning wave right now. Crest of a winning wave, right, okay. Now, let's have a look at what's happening at Muswellbrook. Racing at 15, Ziplock 11, Homebird at 42, Switch On 770, Icon Prince 11, Only for Money 7, Dashing Blade 23, Honora at 26, Pago Power 28, and then we've got 25 about Ark Raj and Lover Boy Leslie. At $58 for race 6 at Cairns. 1, 2, 5. There are the selections from our good friend Wayne Wilson. All right, there's Leanne Olsen there at Muswellbrook. Now, tonight at Harold Park, interesting to note too that our Ainsley, which started at Newcastle in November last year, will be making a return to the racetrack at Harold Park tonight as a 12-year-old, our Ainsley, and tonight up against his old stablemate JJG in the main race of the night there at Harold Park. After months of inquiries and $20,000 in legal fees, connections of our Ainsley, of course, were cleared, and of course that horse now will be racing at Harold Park tonight, our Ainsley, as a 12-year-old, one of the oldest horses to be racing anywhere in the land. We'll take a break and be right back.
And they're racing.
We'll check down the line. Light on. Ready now. Buckskin, gate 1. Racing. Buckskin began fairly well near the inside. Ziplock out wide, fast away. Prego Power is showing speed. Switch On going forward in the early part. They're pressuring Buckskin, but Buckskin is burning them off. 800 metres left to go. Buckskin has gone to the lead. Prego Power second. Switch On third. Ziplock is off the track. Homebird is next in the centre. Icon Prince and Loverboy Leslie there with Arkraj. Honora's Status Symbol has drifted well back in the field with Dashing Blade and Only for Money. It's Buckskin